What's up, everyone? Long time no see. I have not been fading you guys, whoever who watches this. I just have been having a lot going on with my life, so I haven't been able to post recaps like this. But I promise you, I will hold myself accountable. But today, as you can see, we were clearly bullish on the higher time frame. This candle hasn't happened yet, didn't take out this high, but we were clearly working towards this high. And just like this overall like market structure, you could just clearly see we're in an uptrend until this, and honestly till all-time highs, especially with the news that we got going on with Trump and the economy. So I was just overall bullish. So then I marked out some PD rates that I felt that we needed to, or I wanted to see us tap into, and then from here take a long on the lower time frame. But as you can see here, we had this 4 hour, we had a 15-minute internal low, we had equilibrium range, and we had a 1 hour. So what I did want to see off market open was that true manipulation. So if I go to market open, which is right here, change this to 1 minute. We get this reaction right away. Yes, I took this 1 minute inversion. Here, let me go to the 1 minute chart real quick. I took this 1 minute inversion just because it was just clear displacement out of this 4 hour and these equal lows that I couldn't fade this, knowing that we've had around like a 70-point inversion off a one candle inversion. That's just insane displacement, and I did break my rules. In reality, I knew price had to send us lower in order for us to essentially break through all this LR and sweep out this high. But I knew this wasn't the true move. I just took it because I had a little FOMO because it just looked so good that I couldn't fade it. And yes, I did go break even. I went break even at this high, which was a 5 minute internal high. So I did not pattern trade this whatsoever. It's just that I don't know. I broke my rules. Discretion played a little bit of role. And yeah, I knew we were going to eventually come down, hit equilibrium in the range, but I don't know. I just thought this was a move. So I did get a break even trade there. But then if we go down, so this gets stop rated. Thank God I went break even. But as you see here, we hit equilibrium range perfectly. We wick into it, and we also wick into the 1 hour for value gap. Now what I trade, I wait for price to hit key levels like this, and then I wait for it to confirm my bias. So my bias is bullish today. So I'm trading with the trend. Sometimes I take trades against a trend if we need to rebalance a range, but that's not high probable. And I've journaled that, and I've been focusing, especially on this month, because January has given us opportunities to take trades against a trend. And I've gotten stopped out. I'm not going to lie. So I've been working on that for sure. And it's just these mech models that mechanically make sense is why I trade against a trend. But today was super obvious. Like the trend is super bullish. What do we want to see? We want to see PO3 manipulation off market open, and then get a clean reaction up by inversing a lower time frame for value gap. So as we see here, we hit all these key levels. So kind of like what's next is this displacement. Like this is what I wanted to see, like this V-shaped recovery out of these key levels. We had very significant draws, and we're just super bullish on the day. So this was very obvious trade. Now I did wait for the highest time frame inversion from the swing high to the swing low, and it was this 5 minute. So when we first respect this 5 minute, I'm like, okay, I'm still waiting. I'm being patient. I'm not going to force any of these low time frame for value gaps because this is improbable. I want to wait for the highest time frame inversion, and it's this 5 minute. And if this inverses and runs without me, that's okay. I'm following my rules. I'm following a set of rules I gave myself because that will help me get to the next level. And taking trades like these and losing will not only plummet your confidence, but it's just not going to help you in the long run. So you got to make sure you follow your rules. I followed my rules here. Yes, I know some traders like Blake, he went off discretionary, which is fine. He's been in the market for 4 years. I haven't been in the market for that long. So I'm going to follow my set of rules, and it's taking the highest time frame inversion. So we got this 5 minute inversion right here. I know NASDAQ. Okay, yeah. So I know a lot of people said that NASDAQ didn't invert, but even if you would have to zoom in to see. I was on micro, so I did see a clean inversion. But even though, if we have this much displacement out of a fair value gap, and if we go check the lower time frames, this is what I was telling to Matthew, who trades with me. We have a 4 minute inversion. Okay, that's confirming that we are still bullish on that time frame. We go to the 3 minute. What do we see here? Oh, we have an inversion along with an order block. Okay, let's go to the 2 minute. Another inversion order block, okay, with a respection of this fair value gap. 1 minute, it's probably the same thing. Yeah, same thing. So like, even though this barely inverted, you just gotta take that. You cannot fade this. You cannot fade this knowing that all these time frames are aligned. And look at this. This is like handing candy to a baby. All of this low resistance liquidity. We have equal highs. We have 15-minute unmitigated. We're super bullish on the overall higher time frame. Like, come on, you got to take that. You cannot be hesitant. And at the time, I was a little hesitant, and then I looked back and I looked at the higher time frame, and I look at the 1 hour. Okay, if I'm hesitant on a trade, if we were bearish on this day to, let's just say, these equal lows, or just to rebalance this range, we would have displaced lower through these draw and liquidities. But look at this wick. This wick is the pure, like, wicks do the damage, candles tell the story. Look at this candle. I mean, at the time, like, we probably inverted the 5 minute like down here, but it's just money. Like, this is like a setup you cannot fade. So if you ever are like worried about manipulation in a leg, that you're worried about inversion, just go check that higher time frame and look at the wick, because the wick will tell you the story. So then if I go the 4 hour, go to the 4 hours. But look at this. This is just it's perfect setup right here. So then I take the 5 minute inversion. Like I said, micro is a little bit higher, so I had to take it. And this is just beautiful. You want to see a flush like this. Like, we look at this candle closure. Like, come on. Like, that is money. That is money. But yeah, this is how price is supposed to move on when everything is aligned, when the trend's aligned, when we get a displacement out of key levels. Like, this is reality how price should look. But yeah, today was beautiful. I made a lot of money, and yeah, I hope you guys took this trade, and I hope you take this recap serious, because it is a great day to review.